welcome back to the Literal Podcast, where we have honest conversations about life, self-love, relationships, self-growth, and faith. I'm your host, Ogechi Nze, aka The Phenomenal Oge, and we're diving into a topic that affects each and every one of us today. Whether we realize it or we don't, we're talking about the influence of media on beauty standards and body image. From magazine covers to movies to Instagram filters, the media has, shaped the way we view beauty and even sometimes the way we see ourselves. But how did we actually even get here? Sometimes I really wondered, how did we even get here to start with? And most importantly, how do we break free from these unrealistic beauty ideas that, has just caught up with us? That's what we're talking about today. So grab your drink and your favorite snack, settle in, and let's get right into the video. Firstly, let's talk about traditional Nigerian beauty standards. I'm originally Nigerian, so we'll be talking about, making reference to Nigeria quite a bit. So no offense to people from other countries, but I'm proudly Nigerian. So back in the days, a fuller body was, seen as a thing of wealth, good health, and prosperity. They think, when you're on the bigger side, you're feeding well and, you're well-to-do. That used to be the mentality then. But many cultures in Nigeria then used to value women with curves and, extra flesh and all that, and men with strong muscular builds and all that. But not necessarily six-packs, not like the gym acquired six-pack, but, men that looked well-fed, basically, and just had a sturdy body and look. Let's talk a bit about the fattening room culture. In some parts of Nigeria, especially places like Efik and Ibibio, in the olden days, young women used to be, traditionally kept in a fattening room where they were, well-fed and pampered because they needed to look plump and fresh before their marriage. But now, in the world of today, everyone wants to be slim, thick, slim waist, but perfect curves and all the flesh in the right areas, if I were to put it that way. Who actually told us women that is the perfect size, that is the particular curve that you need to have? Who said that everybody has to be slim thick? I don't even know where we got all these crazy things from. And then now, that seems to be, the drive behind this whole BBL thing. The BBL thing has become a trend in the last, say, 5 to 7 years. In the last 5 to 7 years, it's been on the rise. You see a lot of women, especially in Africa and even around the world, to be fair, now going under the knife to get a BBL done and liposuction and things like that. All those things weren't a thing before. People used to be more confident in their bodies. People used to, carry their bodies with more pride and love themselves like that because they understood that there's someone for everybody, irrespective of your stature or size. But now the world has made us believe, especially with the help of, social media and things like that, they've made us believe that, you need to look a certain way or have a certain stature, a certain figure for you to be accepted as beautiful. But it's totally wrong. And I don't even know how we got here, to be honest. The funny part about this BBL thing is the fact that some women don't even consider their leg size when they're going to get this BBL done. Some people will go and get a ridiculously big bum done on skinny legs, and then you start to look like Christmas chicken. I'm like, how did we get here? Please and please, no offense to those who get their bodies done. Do you, by all means. If you want to get your body done, it's fine. But please, I beg, do the one that's proportionate with your legs. Don't come out looking all funny and then you now start to look like a failed laboratory experiment, if I were to put it like that. No apologies, but please, let's do better this year. Do something that is proportionate to your legs. Let it look nice. Let it look worth the money. And so you don't come out and you look like a joke to people. Come on. We could do better than that this year, I beg. Another advice I have for my BBL girlies, please, by all means, if you want to get your body done, go to a good doctor. If you can't afford it yet, please save up. Save up properly for it before you get it done. If it's so important to you, please put in the work, save up the money for it, and go to a good doctor, I beg. Your body will thank you for that. And please stop going to, I don't know whether they are quacks or whether they just make mistakes. Please stop going to doctors that will construct one rocky looking bum for you and then you're looking all strange. Please, I beg. We don't want to see funny shaped butt sizes, funny shaped bums all around. I beg, in 2025, we don't want to see funny shaped bums all around the streets in 2025. Please, my BBL girlies, I beg, do better. Go to a good doctor. Invest in that body that you want to do. Spend good money on it. Go to a good doctor. Get it done the right way. So you save yourself, for that health risk and all that. Because the surgery itself is very risky. It's a risky surgery. It's a major surgery. So if you're going to get it done, please go to the right place. I beg. So that tomorrow we will not be settling fight between somebody and their doctor. We don't want to see justice for this person tomorrow. I beg. So please, my ladies, try to love yourself. It's not until you do a BBL before you would look nice. You're beautiful in your own skin. You just need to be confident in your own body. And people will love you. Confidence is the biggest flex. If you don't know it before, know it now. Confidence is a huge flex. So if you're confident in yourself, you will look beautiful. Wear the right and appropriate clothes that fit your body stature, and you definitely will look nice. Trust me. You look nice. You don't need to get your body done or look a particular way first before you can be quote and unquote acceptable or beautiful in the sight of people that don't even count. That's the funniest part. Because the truth is that people who matter don't care about how you look. The people who matter don't care about how you look. And the people who care about how you look, they don't matter. So please, let's advise ourselves. Let's do better this year. Do the maths. So stop stressing yourself for people who don't genuinely care about you. The people who would care and actually love you will love you just the way you are, because it's a whole lot more beyond the outer body. You didn't create yourself. You didn't choose to be the way you are. So however it is your body is, please learn to love yourself. You'll be happy you did eventually. So back in the days, we used to have like the age of old Nollywood. That's in like the early 2000s and things like that. Then actresses like Omotola, Genevieve Ketenshaw, to mention a few, they used to be like the gold standard of beauty. These women were natural, they were beautiful, they had good skin, they had different complexions, different body shapes and sizes, but they were beautiful in their own way. And people used to see them as, oh, these women are beautiful. You like to, look this good at their age and things like that. So a natural and, elegant and glowing skin and look is a lot better and will pay you better than a bleached skin or having to, go under the knife and then now end up getting a deformed look. All in the name of, I want to belong to the BBL girlies. Come on. Everyone cannot be the same. I'm tired of seeing people look all the same from behind. These days now, especially in like Africa, or let's say in Nigeria, let me use Nigeria as a case study, for example. In Nigeria now, a lot of girls be looking the same. Come on, babes. You guys God could not have created all of you to look the same. Everybody's shape, everybody's bum looks the same. What's going on? We know God did not create people like this, please. Don't allow Judgment Day to come and God is struggling to identify the people that He created. Because that's not what God gave you. That's not how He created you, my dear. Please, love yourself. You're beautiful. Believe it. And bask in your feminine energy. Come out with confidence. Dress well. Look the part. Take care of your skin. And you will look nice and beautiful, even in your natural look. And your body will thank you for it eventually. So please, you see that era of bleaching skin, unnecessary, funny-looking BBLs, and different cosmetic surgeries. Please, let's dump all that in 2025, I beg. Let's dump all that in 2025. Because those things don't really do any good. Because they have so many side effects. Because a lot of times, the negative side effects outweighs the positive sides. So if you weigh it, is it really worth it in the end? I don't think so. So another set of people I want to talk about is, my girlies who go about bleaching their skin. Who said you have to be fair or light skin before you can be beautiful? Please, what happened to black is beautiful? Where did we dump that? What happened to people being confident in their dark skin? You can spend money or whatever to bleach your skin and become fair, but you can't buy dark skin. So why are you going to trade your lovely looking dark skin color for, a fake light skin that doesn't even end up being even? If at all you want to bleach, you want to lighten your skin color, no problem. It's your choice to make. It's up to you, do you. But by all means, please get good body creams. And stop buying, all these creams that give you skin reactions and burns and make you look like Bolly. Those who are Nigerian will know what Bolly is. Don't get all those creams that you will now see your hands will now be black, your feet will be black, then the rest of your body is fair. Come on. That Coke and Fanta look, please, my girlies, delete it in 2025. Is it 2025? That bleaching skin that you crossed over with, you see that bleaching cream that you were using last year, please this year, throw it away. Throw it away. Your skin will blend. Use shea butter. Use nice, natural body oils, baby oil. You can use baby oil. Rub your skin or get any nice moisturizing body lotion. Something, subtle and gentle. You don't have to bleach to look beautiful. Nobody said that you have to be light skinned before you be beautiful. Not even every light skinned person is beautiful, if we're going to be honest. I know we say, oh yes, everybody's beautiful in their own way and all that, but not every light skinned person is actually like genuinely good looking. So why the fuss? Why stress yourself to look, a kind of way that you don't even know whether it will fit you in the end? Please, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. So if you're still insisting on bleaching your skin in this year 2025, no wahala. Your body, your rules. But please, leave little children out of it. That's the one we want to use God to beg you. You see those mothers who you yourself you are bleaching, it's fine, no problem. Bleach all you want if you want to, but please leave little children out of it. In this 2025, please, we don't want to be seeing small children with bleached skin. I beg. Those children did not beg to be light skinned. You as the mom, if you want to be light skinned, fine, all well and good. Be light skinned on your own. Please leave little children out of this thing. Let's allow kids be kids. What happened to the days when we used to let kids be kids? Allow kids to, dress like kids, look like kids, do kids hairstyles, do kids kind of things. So please, bleaching cream has nowhere near a child's skin. We don't want these little children, suffering from different skin conditions, skin cancer, kidney failure, liver failure. These are side effects of bleaching creams. So please, I beg you, let's do better this year and be healthier. Your body will thank you. So you can feel free to drop your opinion about this in the comment section. What beauty standards were you raised with, and how have they changed over the years in your own opinion? So you can just drop your comments in the comment section, and you can also mention how cultural shifts have influenced what we now see as beautiful. So you just drop your comments in the comment section. I'll be down there to read your comments, and I'll definitely drop a response to you. So secondly, let's delve into the aspect of social media and filtered perfection. On social media apps like Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, we all know they have filters. But now I don't understand the reason why some people feel the need to always have filters on their pictures before they can post them. What happened to taking nice pictures? Do you remember those days of wait and get? When you have photographers who come around to take you proper raw pictures that make you look like you, and then get them printed out and give them to you while you pay your monies for them and things like that. What happened to those periods? Those pictures were still beautiful. People still look nice in them. So why do we all now need to have filtered pictures before we can feel like those pictures are nice or good enough to be posted? Come on. Filters are not bad. They're good. They're nice sometimes. Some of them look nice and all that. But don't get obsessed with using filters that you forget how to take a proper, normal picture. That's my point in this. So the obsession with this, curated perfection, the filters, Facetune, and all those things like that, please, let's tune it down a bit in this year 2025. Some people can't even post pictures in peace again without, editing the hell out of the pictures. Some people, if you see the before of the picture and then the after editing this picture, you're like, wow. And shout out to all them photographers and editors. You guys are doing a great job, because the kind of editing skills I see these days, come on, you guys be doing the most, man. So those who are very good at editing, I touch my heart for you guys. Shout out to you. You're doing a good job. But please, let's not get overly obsessed with these things. Normal pictures can still fly. You can still look good and beautiful in normal pictures without necessarily having to have too many filters on. I'll be talking about the place of influencers and unrealistic comparisons. You know, many influencers now, I'll be using Nigeria as a case study. So many Nigerian influencers now, they use a lot of heavy filters to, you know, alter their facial features and all that, to edit their pictures to look like drop dead gorgeous. So it's just to give them that, you know, perfect, ideal celebrity look. It's not bad. It's all good. But, you know, a lot of them now go ahead to do some work on their bodies just to make them look perfect, like how they would look in those filters. Because, you know, you can only post pictures with the filters, but when we see you in real life, we understand that there's a difference between your pictures online and you in reality. So a lot of them end up going, you know, to get their bodies done and things like that, to look perfect in their own heads, to match up with what their filtered look looks like. But unfortunately now, this makes other young people also want to be like them, because a lot of young people look up to them and things like that. So these days you end up having a lot of young people trying to also, you know, get money by all means to go and get their bodies done just to look like these influencers that they follow on social media and they like so much, because they want to be perfect like their fave. Come on. Let's face reality now. Life is way more than that. So yeah, we have the highlight reel phenomenon. You know how people only post the best version of themselves, right? You know, people only show you their best angles. You know, they only take pictures with the best lighting. They show you their best moments. So please, we all know that these people are content creators. It's just content. So please don't pressure yourself to meet up with someone's unrealistic and curated content. Don't compare your reality with somebody's edited, you know, curated version of themselves. No pressure, man. No pressure. The shift in beauty trends, you know, from the era of Instagram body to now, where, you know, now we're in a new era. You didn't know that before, you heard it here first. So now we're in a new era. We've gone past, you know, the body series. We still have the Instagram bodies and all that. They're still there. But currently now, the one that is trending is the clean girl aesthetic era. I'll tell you about the clean girl aesthetic. So currently now, has anyone noticed that, you know, the body culture is slowly fading away? Not everybody wants to be a body again. Before, people were so crazy about wanting to be baddies. Then you hear funny things where some people say, oh, I'm a church baddie, I'm a Jesus baddie. I'm like, what does that even mean? If you're a baddie, you're a baddie. If you're a Jesus girly, you're a Jesus girly. If you're a child of God, you're a child of God. If you're a baddie, you're a baddie. Pick a side, I beg. Don't stand in the middle. Let's know where we're sending it on that too. Just kidding. So yeah, you can't sit on the fence. You can't combine the two together. There's no Jesus baddie or church baddie or whatever it is you guys choose to call it. So if you're a baddie, you're a baddie. If you're a church girl or a, you know, Christian girly or whatever, you're a religious girl, you're a religious girl. If you're a baddie, you're a baddie. Pick a side, I beg. There's no middle ground for it. You can't merge the two together. Choose one side. The number of baddies, they are reducing. I don't know, maybe they are repenting. But the number of baddies these days, they're reducing, if you ask me. Many people are coming to the realization of the fact that the whole body thing is not just in the outfit alone. It's in attitude as well. There's a body behavior. So if you have to, you know, if you have to put on the whole body looking outfit, you need to embody the outfit in character. So I think that's what has made people to understand that, oh, you know, the body is a, you know, some people call it bad bitch. The body is a bad bitch, and that bad bitch is not necessarily, you know, doing anything good. You know, you can't really get good things from doing things wrong and stuff like that. So I think maybe people are coming to the realization of the fact that not everybody can be a baddie, because, you know, the body motion is not working. It's not everybody that is working for. So please, I think that's the reason why now people have now evolved into the clean girl aesthetic era. And I think I actually prefer the clean girl aesthetic era, but no jokes, it is expensive. So the ideal clean girl has, fresh, glowing skin, clear skin, flawless complexion that looks, naturally highlighted, like, freshly baked glazed donuts. Their skin is looking nice and, glowing, looking sharp. So that's the ideal clean girl aesthetic girly. So you see those clean girls, they're the ones that you see on like TikTok, Instagram now, they'll show you, morning routine, they have skincare routine, a lot of them take like ginger shots, turmeric shots, for immunity boost and all that to make them look fresh. They take their vitamins and their supplements and things like that. They drink a lot of water in their Stanley cup, because yes, all of them have Stanley cup. They keep carrying that Stanley cup up and down. It literally feels like a trophy now. As if if you don't have a Stanley cup, you're not the happening girl. My dear, drink your water in bottle or in normal cup. The world is not going to end after that. If you cannot afford Stanley cup, rest. I said it. So yeah, the only thing with the clean girl aesthetic era is the fact that it's expensive too. The same way body is expensive. Is it can't remember which of these artists sang this the lifestyle cost now, no. Exactly. So the lifestyle is expensive. So whether you are being a baddie, it's expensive. Even the clean girl aesthetic is expensive. But at least this one, the clean girl aesthetic, is expensive, but there are benefits. I still prefer the clean girl aesthetic era, because at least you'll be healthier, you live better, and get into a routine, have discipline and things like that. So it's expensive, but yeah, you can still do it on a budget based on what you can afford. There are still affordable, good skincare products that you can use to make your skin look all nice and good and glowing without having to break the bank and all that. You can still drink a lot of water to get hydrated without having to buy Stanley cup. So you can drink it from a normal cup or even from like a water bottle and things like that. So you can, you can still keep up with this clean girl aesthetic lifestyle on a budget, and it doesn't cause any harm. Rather, it makes you better and healthier, in my opinion. So let's talk about plastic surgery and cosmetic procedures. The rise of cosmetic enhancements, it was actually influenced by social media trends, if you agree with me. Because before the era of, social media, people were not crazy about all these plastic surgery and cosmetic procedures. It was there, but it wasn't rampant. But the era of social media has brought it all to everybody's faces. So it now seems like a trend. So people see it a lot now and, feel like, this looks nice. This is the way to go. And then everyone is looking for how to raise money to get their body done or have one cosmetic procedure or the other done. It's just crazy. But both men and women now show increased dissatisfaction in their bodies, because it now leads them to, getting surgical considerations and things like that. So it's not only the women, even men these days are getting some parts of their body done. You see men are doing their nose and other parts of their body. There are different cosmetic procedures. So it's not only the women that are guilty these days. Even men self, they have joined. Everybody now is, wanting to look perfect or look a certain way to feel accepted by the society or feel like the ideal kind of beautiful or the ideal kind of handsome. I don't even know how we got here, but God is just going to help us. So now I'm going to talk about bleaching and colorism in Nigeria. The painful truth is that lighter skin has actually been unfairly glorified in Nigeria. Many people feel pressure to, go and bleach their skin now because they see lighter skinned women, being favored in like music videos or even as models or even for job opportunities and some other weird stuff. So some people now feel like, they need to be light skinned to get some kind of attention, or they need to be light skinned to get some kind of favors or some kind of jobs and things like that. But it's not real. It's not the way to go. I don't think these things are right. So I think we need to deal with all those things in this year 2025. I know people make jokes back in Lagos that a light-skinned girl doesn't need to have money before she'll have sponsors, that will come running. They say, you're light-skinned, don't worry, you're a catch, you're attractive, so you attract, men and people to come and sponsor your lifestyle. But that's a very unhealthy narrative. And that narrative is what has pushed so many women into, using all these dangerous skin lightening creams just to lighten their skin so they can also feel like, oh, they are also a good candidate for, this money that they did not work for and bad sponsor and wrong sponsorships from men. It's just crazy, to be honest. Statistics has actually shown that Nigeria is one of the largest consumers of skin lightening creams, or should I say bleaching creams, in the world, or in Africa, so to speak. Nigeria is one of the largest consumers because the rate at which people are bleaching in Nigeria, Jesus Christ, is scary. So now people have gone from inorganic bleaching creams to now organic ones. That's why there are now a lot of skincare brands claiming to be selling whitening products. You see 7x whitening, Indian whitening, mulatto whitening, this one, that one, Egyptian white, this one white, that one white, everything white. And then sometimes the annoying part is that you see the person that is selling the cream or the soap that's telling you, oh, she's using her products, this is how her skin is. We're looking at her, she's almost going transparent. And you too, you will advise yourself that, oh, this thing looks nice, so, and carry your money and give her and buy her cream and start rubbing. And then you expect to look nice in the end. I don't understand it. I can never understand it. We need to do better in this 2025. We need to let all these bleaching things go. It's not the way to go. Whether you call it bleaching, skin lightening, skin brightening, toning, whatever it is, please delete all of them in 2025 and embrace your natural color. Use good skincare products. Eat healthy, eat fruits, eat vegetables, have a healthy diet, and your skin is going to shine. Your own natural skin will be beautiful and it will be glowing, just like me. Let's talk about the psychological and emotional effects of this entire razzmatazz. Number one, it leads to low self-esteem. One of the psychological effects of this whole bleaching and then the whole new beauty standards is one, low self-esteem and anxiety. A lot of people now have low self-esteem because of these unrealistic beauty standards that have been set by the world. They now feel like, oh, I'm not good enough, I don't look the part, nobody would like me, nobody will accept me, nobody will think I'm beautiful. And knowingly or unknowingly, they start to have low self-esteem and anxiety. And the whole mental toll of constantly feeling like you don't measure up is not healthy. Before you know it, you start to take a toll on you, and you see some people start getting depressed. Some people, it affects their confidence. And everybody cannot look the same way, to be honest. Variety is the spice of life. So some people have to be dark, some people have to be chocolate skin, some people have to be caramel skin, some people have to be fair, so that there'll be variety in the world. That's how it's meant to be. That's how God orchestrated it. That's how God planned it. So God created different people with different skin colors. He's not stupid. God is not an author of confusion. So please, stop confusing yourself by, undoing what God has done naturally. Please, there's no need for that. Let's stop wasting our money. Channel your money into better things that will bring productivity to you and things like that, rather than wasting money on bleaching cream that's going to spoil your skin or make you sick, or going under the knife and then you now develop complications from surgery, and then you spend the rest of your life battling to, spending more money just to get your life back, to be able to save your life from dying from side effects of all these procedures. We can do better than that this year, to be honest. Secondly, another effect is eating disorders and body dysmorphia. So yeah, the dark side of chasing this whole perfect look thing is that you might end up developing body dysmorphic disorder. It's called BDD. So if you worry a lot about a specific part of your body, or most especially your face, or most people with BDD, is their obsession is majorly with their face, or their stature, curves, figures, and stuff like that, can also be another concern for them. But people with BDD spend a lot of time comparing their looks with that of other people. So they spend a lot of time in front of the mirror analyzing their body, while some of them, the way it affects them, they avoid mirrors totally because they feel like they look ugly. So they don't like to look at themselves in the mirror because they hate what they see in the mirror. So if you're beginning to get into that triangle where you either hate to look at the mirror because you feel you don't look good in it, or you're obsessed with looking at the mirror and you keep comparing yourself and how you look with how other people look, you might just be developing BDD. So please seek help early enough before it gets any worse than it is. So, many people with BDD, a lot of times they're very attractive people, but they don't believe it. So they have this distorted body image, and then the defects that they perceive or they think that they have in their body, a lot of times these defects are even non-existent or almost like negligible. You see some people who are fussing about, see my nose, see this part of my face, I don't like the way this place is rough, I don't like this one, I don't like the way my tummy is, I don't like the way this one is, I don't like the way that one is. And they're, it's okay to say, I don't like it, I wish I could correct this part of my body, and then you're working on it, like maybe you're gymming or you're using good skincare products to try to like correct some parts of your skin. That's fine. But when you become obsessed with it and all you ever do is, complain and beat yourself up because you feel like you're not good enough, then that becomes really, really bad. And some people end up developing eating disorders because the only focus they have is on, their weight. Some people feel like, I'm too big, I'm too fat, I need to, stop eating, I need to starve myself just to lose weight. And then some people, end up having eating disorders where they have this constant fear of weight gain, so they end up starving themselves and things like that. So people with eating disorders come about a lot of weird diet plans or starvation procedures. Some take laxatives just to make themselves purge a lot because they believe that it's going to purge out their fat and things like that, and they end up becoming unhealthy and malnourished and things like that. So all these things don't even help. So there are more downsides to them than there are good sides. So please, the best you can do for yourself is just to love yourself, appreciate yourself the way you are, get confident in yourself, and you'll be better off eventually. So you save yourself from all these possible downsides like BDD or eating disorders and things like that. So now let's talk about comparing ourselves to unattainable standards. This impacts a lot on our self-worth and how we begin to see ourselves and the value we place on ourselves. Because these days now, we even have men suffering these things apart from women. Before, it used to be perceived as like a women's thing, or it's women that always feel down about their body or feel a fuss about their body and all. But now, even men are beginning to have issues with body image as well. Now, that's why you have an increase in, the whole gym culture. You now have a lot of gym bros rising here and there. Some guys are using steroids and things and all sorts of things just to look, hyper masculine, just to look perfect in their own light as a guy, because they feel like, if I'm not all macho and muscular with broad shoulders, six packs and all that, I won't look nice or I won't fit into the society. How did we get here? In the past, some men didn't care so much about how they looked and all that. But now, these days, because you see a lot of, guys or male influencers or gym bros or whatever posting all their, pictures on social media and things like that, you see a lot of guys now picking up the gym culture. It has its good side because, if you work out, exercise is good for your body and things like that. But when you become obsessed with it, obsessed with trying to build the hyper masculine body with broad shoulders, six pack, everything, biceps, triceps, everything in place, whatever it is, when you become so obsessed with it, it starts to build off negative energy in you, which you don't want to have around you because it's not ideal. So back in Nigeria, some people make jokes like, you're too skinny, or your bride price should not be more than 500. Crazy statements like that. But yeah, these things end up getting to some of these people and they start to feel less of themselves because they feel like, I'm not good enough because I'm not curvy, or I'm not good enough because I'm not light-skinned and all that. So all that pressure, begins to make women start to chase unrealistic body standards just to fit in and be perfect. I remember one time when a guy wanted to get married, he took the girl he wanted to marry to his mom, and his mom was like, why is she so slim? Would this one be able to give birth like this? And we're like, can you imagine? What does being slim have to do with giving birth to children? I've seen very slim people who have like 6-7 kids. So your body stature doesn't equate your ability to be fertile or anything like that. So it was really sad when the guy's mom said,
this one that's skinny like this, will she be able to give birth? And funny enough, the guy even actually started to give it a think and started to think about it because of family pressure. And that's how deep beauty standards have, eaten into our society. So it's a mess at the moment. We really need to come out of all this, crazy, unrealistic expectations. Let's talk about the role of faith and inner worth. So knowing your worth beyond just your physical appearance is very important, like it's key. Because the Bible makes us understand in Psalm 139 verse 14 that you're fearfully and you're wonderfully made. So I'd like to encourage you that because the Bible has said it, because God loves you the way you are, you're created in the image of God. So that should be your confidence. It should be your backing. So whenever anyone wants to try to make you feel like, oh, you don't look nice or you're not beautiful, you're not good enough, tell them I am fearfully and I am wonderfully made. I am made in the image of God. So if you're saying I'm ugly, then maybe you're trying to say God is ugly. And I know definitely my God is not an ugly God, so I am not ugly. So embrace yourself, love yourself, say good things to yourself, be kind to yourself, say good words, begin to affirm good words to yourself. The more you say it, the more you believe it, and the more it begins to become your reality. Have you ever been told that, oh, you need to look a particular way for you to be accepted? If you have, just drop your comments in the comment section. I'll be there to read and I'll definitely give a response. What exactly is the way forward for all these, beauty trends? We need to detoxify from these beauty standards. We need to detoxify ourselves. Some people need to actually unfollow these unrealistic content creators and unrealistic, accounts or influencers or whatever it is. All these unrealistic accounts that you follow that make you feel less of yourself, please, by all means, it's okay to unfollow them. As far as it makes you feel better in the end, it's very okay to unfollow anybody that makes you feel less of a human being or less of yourself. Another thing you could do is, there are other creators, like content creators, who embrace individuality and who celebrate all kinds of body types and body statures and different skin colors and things like that. You can follow pages like that make you feel good about yourself. It will help your self-esteem. Also learn to celebrate your unique beauty and learn to appreciate your own unique features. Look at yourself in the mirror and give yourself a smile, give yourself a thumbs up and be like, oh, I look good. I look beautiful. So before anyone goes out there and tells you you're beautiful, know it for yourself. Believe it for yourself. So if someone else says, oh, you're beautiful, it's just a bonus. If another one says, oh, you don't look nice or you're ugly, you're just like, your opinion doesn't count. I know I am beautiful, so I don't care what you think. So with that, you'll be boosting your confidence level. You need to affirm yourself daily. It really does help. There's power in the tongue. So the more you keep saying positive words to yourself, the more you keep saying them, you keep saying it until you start to believe it. Drum it into your ears so much that you start to believe it. And the more you believe it, the more it becomes your reality. So when that happens, you'll be surprised as to how much more confident you would feel in your own skin, how much more you learn to love yourself and accept yourself just the way you are. So what is that one thing that you love about yourself? What's that one thing about your appearance? What's your favorite trait in your physical, appearance? You can share it in the comment section. It'd be nice to read and know, and I'll definitely respond. So yeah, you can also share some self-love habits so that others can learn. If you have some good self-love habits that you've imbibed in yourself, you can also drop it in the comment section and share so that others can also learn from it and pick up on these good habits as well. So yeah. All right, fam. That's a wrap for today's episode. I hope this conversation helps you to, rethink the way media has influenced your beauty standards, and more importantly, the way you see yourself. You're so much more than what you look like. You are your kindness, you are your good heart, you are your intelligence. So you're much more than just your outward appearance. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, like, share, leave a review, drop a comment. Let's know what you think about the video. And don't forget, let's continue this conversation in the comment section. So please drop your comments so that I can respond and we can have a chat. If you rather DM me, you can send a DM on our Instagram page at The Literal Podcast and let us know your thoughts. Until next time, stay confident, stay true to yourself, and remember, you're already enough. Love you so much. Bye.